Did Carson Hocevar just break NASCAR rules and get away with it? Because what he did after winning at Talladega Superspeedway looked dangerous, looked illegal, and honestly, looked like something NASCAR would ban instantly, but instead, they allowed it. And that might tell us everything about where NASCAR is headed next. Let's rewind. Sunday at the Jack Links, 523-year-old Hocevar just pulled off the biggest moment of his career. Driving the number 77 for Spire Motorsports, he beats Chris Buescher to the line by just 0.114 seconds. That's not a win, that's a blink. His first Cup Series victory, and only the second win ever for Spire Motorsports history. But somehow that's not even the craziest part of this story, because this race was chaos from the start. NASCAR changed the format, a massive 98-lap Stage 1. The result? Drivers crawling around, saving fuel, barely racing, then Stage 2 hits. Everyone goes full throttle. And that's when Talladega does what Talladega always does. The big one lap, 115, Bubba Wallace is leading, Ross Chastain pushes too hard, contact, boom 26 cars wiped out stars like Joey Logano, Kyle Larson, and Ryan Blaney Dunn race completely flipped. And here's where the tension starts. Drivers weren't just frustrated, they were calling NASCAR out. Logano said it straight. Do you want us to save fuel or crash? That's not a complaint. That's a warning. Because these cars? Unstable constant pushing. And sooner or later, something breaks. Now fast forward. Final restart. 3 laps to go. Hocevar lines up inside, Buescher outside side by side the whole way. Then the moment a push goes wrong, Buescher loses help. Hocevar gets the perfect shove from Alex Bowman and steals it at the line. Behind them, more wrecks. Because of course this is Talladega. But now, this is where everything explodes. Hocevar wins, and then does something nobody expected. He climbs out of the car while it's still moving, sits on the window, one hand barely on the wheel, punching the air crowd going insane. And the car? Drifting toward the wall. At one point, he didn't even have the steering wheel on. He later admitted he was panicking. That's how close this was to going very wrong. Now normally, that gets banned immediately. We've seen it before, injuries, fines, rules tightened. But this time, something changed, because NASCAR has a new boss, Steve O'Donnell, first non-France family CEO in nearly 80 years. And when Hocevar apologized, O'Donnell said, "I'm good with it. No penalty, no ban, nothing." And that is the real story, because this wasn't just a wild win. This was a statement. NASCAR is changing. More freedom, more personality, more risk. So now the question is this the future of NASCAR? Or is this the kind of moment that's going to force them to step in later? Let me know in the comments, was Hocevar's celebration legendary or just straight up dangerous? And for more NASCAR drama, breakdowns, and inside stories, hit subscribe because this season is getting wild.